A wise man somewhere once said that most things that give us pleasure are unreasonable. Yet, in the case of the new 414 bhp, 188 mph Cayman GT4, it really does appear that you can have your cake and eat it. The car has more power than before, more aerodynamic grip, more performance, more of everything essentially. Yet at the same time, it's also a lot more usable than the last GT4, reckons Porsche, thanks to its more sophisticated GT3 inspired chassis and suspension. And the fact that it costs just 75 grand, well, this surely makes the new GT4 one of the performance car bargains of the moment. We drove the car at the picturesque but also fearsome circuit up at Knockhill in the Highlands of Scotland recently to try and figure out just how good is the new Cayman GT4.
The GT4 just feels absolutely right the moment you climb into it and the moment you start driving it. Just the driving position, where the steering wheel is, where the pedals are, because we have this 6-speed manual gearbox and only a 6-speed manual gearbox for the time being. They will do a PDK in the fullness of time, they say, but not just yet. And everything just feels perfect. It feels ever so slightly like a racing car. Lovely, lovely steering wheel. Beautiful feel from the brake pedal. Beautiful, solid, instant response from the throttle pedal. And that's all to do with this frankly marvellous new 4-litre flat 6 atmospheric engine. I'll give it some beans in a bit, but just for the time being, you do need to get a little bit of heat into the Pilot Sport Cup 2 tyres, because although they're much better than they used to be of old, they do need a bit of temperature to generate the grip. There's also this lovely auto blip function. That's actually not me dialing up the revs, that's the car doing that all on its own. They're clever. Anyway, second gear, full beans. That sounds really rubbish, doesn't it? As I say, huge response from the brakes. This one's got the carbon ceramics on it, optional. They're about 5 and a bit grand, so they ain't cheap, but they do give you extra durability when you're going around a track. And Knockhill is quite a track.
The new GT4's steering, brakes and suspension are all closely based on those of the far more expensive GT3. And it feels that way when you drive it. The car feels ultra focused but also beautifully composed, and it has a truly immense set of brakes. It also develops a lot of downforce thanks in part to that big rear wing, but also because it has a big underbody diffuser and a more prominent front splitter this time. Porsche claims that at its top speed of 188 miles an hour, the GT4 generates 122 kilograms of downforce. That's a serious amount for a road car.
So what am I feeling from behind the wheel here? Well, there is a little bit of sway under brakes that you experience in the GT4, but Porsche being Porsche, there is a button to sort that out. So I put it on sport dampers and instantly the body control gets tighter and there's a lot more stability under brakes. Lovely, lovely turning response from the steering. Lovely steering, full stop. But the star of the show is that thing back there, and it is a monster. 414 bhp, 420 newton meters of torque, which is actually the same as the old GT4, but you get more torque across a broader spread of revs. So actually it feels quite a lot torquier than the old car. There is one minorly disappointing bit about the Cayman GT4, the new Cayman GT4, and that is that it weighs a touch more than the old GT4. Porsche's engineers kind of admit that through gritted teeth. They don't like admitting that their cars, particularly cars with a GT badge on them, have got heavier, but this one has got 35 kilograms heavier. I don't really think you can tell it on the move, to be quite honest. because it just sticks, and it's faster in a straight line. It's faster everywhere, and this gearbox is ruddy marvellous. £75,000 for all this. I mean, basically you've got a junior GT3, and when I use the word junior, I don't mean it like it's a kind of GT3 light. This thing has gone around the Nürburgring in 7 minutes 28 seconds. That is the exact same time as a 4-litre 997 GT3 RS. The new Cayman GT4 is a really, really serious car, and I am completely falling in love with it. They just keep getting better and better at what they do, Porsche. And I think for sensible money, this thing's the best of the lot. I really do. It's marvellous, this car. Absolutely marvellous.
So it's a bit special, is the new Cayman GT4. Faster, more fun, even better to listen to, even better to drive. And the old car wasn't exactly a slouch. Truth is, they just keep doing things better than everyone else at Porsche's GT division. And the new GT4 could well be the best of them all. And it's certainly the best value car within their lineup. Hard to see how they can top this one, really. But top it they will in a few years' time. That much you can guarantee. But until then, the GT4 is untouchable. Click on the video windows to watch first drives of the new 992 Porsche 911 in both Cabrio and Coupe guises. Click on the play icon to watch our latest video, or on our logo to subscribe.